NBA totals for Saturday, November 12th. We were 3-1 yesterday on our card. That puts us at 42 and 35. Well, we should have swept. We should have gone 4-0, but Indiana and Philadelphia unfortunately went to overtime. But I mentioned this before. That happens. It's going to help us at times, and sometimes it's not. But good day. That's 2 3-1 days back to back, which puts us at a decent winning record right now. So let's see if we can keep the momentum going. We got 5 games on the card today. Let's just start breaking them down. Let's jump right into it. First one we got up, Boston and Indiana. Osmonger's have it at 220 points. I'm going to go under the 220. These two teams go super fast. Let's look at some statistics here. All right, we got Boston averaging 107.7 points per game. They beat the Knicks the other day. Indiana's averaging 110 points per game, losing to Philadelphia in that overtime game. They got Boston giving up 112. That'll go down. Sorry, that's from yesterday. That'll go down because they did a pretty good job against the Knicks. And Indiana, actually, I want to bring something up that reminds me. Indiana allows 113 points per game, but they allowed 100 versus Philadelphia just yesterday. But Philadelphia is not a very good offensive team. I got to play on them in a little bit. So I want to pull up something about Boston really, really quick here as I continue to break this down. Now, Boston, they're 5th in the league in fast break points, which is that's going to be important against an Indiana team that wants to go fast. Yeah, Boston held the Knicks to 87 points yesterday. And you got Indiana is allowing opponents to shoot just under 36% from distance, which ranks about the middle of the league. That's not bad. Now, tempo-wise, you got Boston averaging 85.7 attempts per game. Yesterday they scored 115 versus the Knicks. You got Indiana getting up 89.6. That's pretty fast. Both of them are giving up their share too at about not at about. I got it right here. Boston's giving up 87 attempts per game. Indiana 88. Yesterday though, let's see. Boston's going to allow some tempo. They allowed 94 attempts by the Knicks yesterday, but they held New York to shoot just 35% from the field and 26% from distance. So if they can do something similar like that, I think finally Brad Stevens has them coming around to, hey, look, if we're going to compete in the East, we got to play some defense. So hopefully that was a good sign for them to get out, contest shots, and play hard. You got to play hard on defense. You got to rotate. You got to help the help. All that stuff that makes a good defense a good defense. So I think Boston's going to come out and carry that momentum. Both teams are coming off a back-to-back. I don't see them getting to that 220. That's a lot of points. It's going to be fast, but I think it's going to be ending up somewhere around 210, closer to that. So I'm going to go under the total between Boston and Indiana. Thanks for indulging me, letting me pull up some more statistics as we do this. Next one up, we got the Lakers versus New Orleans. I'm going to go over the 214. Los Angeles is giving up they're averaging 107.8 points per game. New Orleans 101. Lakers are giving up 106.6. New Orleans 107. Right there, just with Lakers at 107 and New Orleans at 101, it doesn't seem like we're going to get there. But both these teams, not only they play fast, but the Lakers have been playing out of their minds. They're playing really well right now. They're 4th in offensive shooting efficiency in the league. And right now, they're 4th in 2-point shots as well, shooting 53.3% from the field. Now, New Orleans, offensively, they're okay. They're 15th in 2-point shooting percentage at 49%. And the Lakers, conversely, they shoot their 2-point shots really well, but they don't defend that really well. They're allowing opponents 53.4%. That ranks second to last in the league. Now, Lakers get up 86 shots per game. New Orleans over 87. They allow Lakers 85.8, New Orleans 88.6. That ranks 25th in the league. But they go fast. I think with the Lakers, when they play a fast team, they're going to go fast. And New Orleans, they love to go up tempo. So I'm going to go over the total at 214, which should be an up and down affair. Okay, next one up. We got Philadelphia and the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to go over the 205 in this matchup with Philadelphia coming off that back-to-back. I think they're going to score better against Atlanta than they did the first time they matched up with them, especially since they won. They should come in with some confidence. Now, the first time they played, it ended up 104-72. Atlanta absolutely dominated them. But Philadelphia, they shot just 35% from the floor and 27% from distance. That's horrible. They should be able to do better than that. Atlanta was fine, 49% from the floor, but they only shot 25% from distance. They could shoot better than that as well. The attempts were decent with Atlanta at 85 and Philadelphia at 80. I think this game's going to be a little bit quicker, though. Philadelphia is averaging, over 95 points per game. Atlanta over 108 right now. They're really scoring some points, and they're only allowing 99. That's good. The Hawks could be they could be a sleeper in the East. They're pretty tough. I love Mike Budenholzer. He does such a nice job. Philadelphia, they're allowing 107.4 points per game. Pretty good job against Indiana yesterday, although they went to overtime. Still, you got a Philadelphia team. They move the ball pretty well. 14th in assists. Atlanta, they're third in assists. And the tempo is going to be there, I think. Philadelphia gets up about 85 shots per game. Atlanta, about 84. They both allow a lot. They've allowed a lot of tempo this year as well, with Philadelphia at 88 and Atlanta allowing about 87 shots per game, ranking in the middle of the league. So I think they're going to get over that 205. Also got a 176 final, and now oddsmakers set it at 205. So I think the statistics match up with that. I'm going to go over the total with Philadelphia and Atlanta. All right, next one up. Two more left. We got Los Angeles Clippers, Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to go under the 204. We got the Clippers coming off a back-to-back. Nice win against Oklahoma City. They're averaging 105 points per game. Minnesota, 105.9 points per game. But the Lakers are giving up just 88 points per game. Minnesota's giving up 104 points per game. I know Tom Thibodeau, now he has them at home. They're going to play probably better defense at home, and I don't think this game's going to be up and down. You got the Clippers averaging 85 attempts per game. They're allowing just 81.8. That ranks 8th in the league. And the Timberwolves are averaging 83.6 attempts, but they're allowing just 81. That ranks 7th in the league. I think we got two teams here that want to play good defense before, defense comes first in the mindset of these two teams. I think we're going to see that tonight. Also, Minnesota, although they're shooting the three out of their minds, they're averaging over 41% from distance. They're ranked first in the league in shooting percentage from distance, but the Clippers rank 2 in the league defensively, defending the three. So I think that's going to be a point of contention tonight. I like under the total in this matchup. The Clippers right now, they're the number 1 defense in the NBA. So I think they're going to be able to hold Minnesota. I think Minnesota is going to do a nice enough job against them. I'm going to go under that 204. And the last one up, we got Memphis, Milwaukee, 201.5. I'm going to go under the 201.5. Now, Memphis is averaging 97 points per game, and Milwaukee's averaging 103.6. Memphis is giving up 102. Milwaukee just under 103. The attempts are slow, though. Memphis still, even with David Fitzdale, they're only averaging about 79 attempts per game. They're allowing only 79 attempts per game. That's number 1 in the NBA. They're averaging just over 80, which ranks at the bottom of the league. Milwaukee, it seems like Milwaukee's playing a little bit better defense percentage-wise than they did last year. And their tempo is not as fast. Right now, they're allowing just 85.6 attempts per game. That ranks 13th in the NBA. Milwaukee's also, across the board percentage-wise, are in the top 10, kind of that 7 to 10 range as far as defensive percentages, like opponent 2-point shooting percentage, opponent shooting efficiency, opponent effective field goal percentage. They rank in the top 10. So that's good for Milwaukee at home. As well, they are, let's see, Memphis, Milwaukee scores a lot of their points in the paint, but Memphis, they're number 8 in points in the paint allowed. So another point of contention right there, like I mentioned with that Clippers and Minnesota game. That's going to be actually probably a better than advertised game as far as, the way the matchups are going to work out. Got some big guys going at it in this one. I like under the total, though. I don't think it's going to be that fast, and I like for them to stay under. So those are my 5 plays today. Quick recap. We got Boston, Indiana, under the 220. Los Angeles Lakers, New Orleans, over the 214. Philadelphia, Atlanta, over the 205. Los Angeles Clippers, Minnesota Timberwolves, under the 204. And Memphis and Milwaukee, under the 201.5. Check SBR for the best odds, and I wish you luck on your picks today.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.